All right, I am back. And I want to go over two things today. One, I want to go over the question, what is wrong with camping? And then in the first part of the video, I want to show you my mentality when approaching a map. This is a new map. This is Collision. People have asked, how do I find camping spots? What do I do? So I'm going to walk you through my basic thought process. So let's start off with that, and then we'll go into the camping thing. Okay, the first thing I do is I look at the mini map. Of course, I like to see where they're spawning. I know they're diagonally across from us. And so generally when I first start a map, I rush. I don't camp a map from the get-go because you got to learn the map. So I'm using a Ripper, a gun that is new for me. I really don't know anything about this gun. I haven't used it. A few people ask me for a class setup. I like to drop an IED usually when I spawn. I usually don't throw it that far, but I drop an IED. Reason being, usually the first spawn is a spawn point in the game. So a lot of times it's an easy kill for me. I'll drop an IED there so when someone dies and they spawn, boom, it blows them up. Now what I do is I tend to approach with caution. I don't know the routes people are running, so I'm not sure if people are going to come this way, so I'm prepared for it. So I tend to take the corners. I try to stay out the line of sights and I try to hit the angles. Look at the see I get behind stuff, I'm kind of head glitching. Now I'm in the second spawn, so I'm dropping the IED because I got a feeling people may run that way. I'm not sure if they run that way or this way. So a lot of times what I do is I'm going around the map and I'm using all my senses. I'm listening, I'm watching the patterns of my teammates, I'm watching the patterns of the guys, and of course the spawns. So I need to die, because honestly I want to see where I'm going to spawn at. Learning the spawns is a huge advantage. Look, see I saw a guy die there. Did someone kill him up from up above? I don't know. I'm just being cautious. I'm hearing bullets all around me. And look at this, I'm using the assault rifle version of this gun. You know, I don't even know if it's going to work. But anyway, I could have swore I heard a guy over there. All right, so let's move on. Right now, I've went through probably half the map. I went through the oh, there you go. Look at him. Go to sleep and give me that briefcase. You know, oh, look at that. See, I'm trying to put the green thing down. I was swinging for no reason like it. Look at this guy. Oh, see, I'm not used to the gun yet. Anyway, so once again, so I spawned here. So is this a spawn point? Or maybe they're in the spawn. And so, look, I'm dropping IEDs. You know what? I don't want to put the ID there. So I'm dropping IEDs in different spots and learning the map. See, look at this room here. Now this looks like a camping spot, but it looks like what I call a heavy traffic camping spot. That's not what I look for when I play a map. Actually, the heavier the traffic, the worse the camping spot tends to be. So many people are fighting for that spot. It's going to be hard to get it. So I'm actually looking for spots where it's not necessarily the most traffic, but I can force the traffic to me. When I camp, the thing is I don't want to be bored. I don't want to find a part of the map where no one ever goes. It's boring. So I like to find a spot where I can get enough attention, bring them to me, and bait them. I like this. What are these guys doing over here? I saw a guy running this way. Oh, look at that IED right there. Oh, I survived it. Look, they're camping right there. See? That might be a camping spot. So now I got my guard dog. So I'm going to run around the map, learn the map as much as possible. And I feel like I've got a grasp on this map. I've been through most of the rooms in this map. Now what I tend to look for, I like to look for maps. Well, maps. I like to look for rooms where there's one way in, one way out. That's usually golding. You know, sometimes you find those rooms and that's the best place in the world to camp at. And sometimes you find them, sometimes you don't. So then you got to be a little more creative. And I have a camping spot for this map, and I'll probably put that up soon. One spot I discover. But for now, like, watch the rest of this gameplay. I'm just going to go ahead, run around, and kind of rush just to learn the map. That's what I always recommend. A lot of times I run support the first time I play a map too. You know, just to help my teammates out, because I may plan on dying more than usual. I don't die a lot in the games. I actually have pretty decent games. Now let's get on to the topic of campers and what is wrong with camping. You know, I get a lot of people who leave comments, and they're never really, what's the word? They're never really helpful. They're usually very derogatory. I mean, excuse my language. Usually they want to call me a fag or a camping bee, and they want to say how camping is ruining the game. And I always challenge these people. You know, I'm okay with a healthy debate on this channel. I love a healthy debate. It's definitely a good topic. I mean, if you have a legit reason for hating camping, that's fine. Go ahead and express yourself. I have no problem with it. My videos help not only campers, they help rushers. I mean, you got to think about this. I'm showing you the camping spots. I'm showing you the mentality of a camper. And so that in alone should help you. You should be able to see the angles we're doing and seeing the different techniques we're using, and it actually helps you. There are way too many perks to counter camping for people to be complaining about camping. I don't get it. But the thing I don't understand is why complain at all. You know, people honestly believe that this game was not designed for camping. Although the developers, they're the ones that put the rooms in here. They're the ones that's putting the corners. They're the ones that's giving you the equipment to camp. I honestly feel that people complain because their favorite YouTuber will say something like, I hate camping, so now they hate camping. It's so silly. To me, it doesn't matter. And now I can tell you, it's a little irritating when someone learns a dark corner and they corner camp. It is irritating, but that person's not going to kill me more than once in a game. I have never had someone corner camp, take me out, and then they do it the whole game. If they do that, then you're just a bad player. Once you know you have a corner camper in the game, go get them. And the thing is, it's so funny the way people work. When someone camps, they're so busy trying to get revenge. They're the ones that's allowing them to get the high score streaks. They keep coming back. Instead of coming up with a different strategy, avoiding them, there's so many different things you can do. Grenade the room out, run with sit rep. I mean, there's a lot of options. Of course, a great camper is going to counter your counter. That's what I do. I have different class setups and loadouts to counter any campers. So if someone's running with sit rep, guess what? Maybe the IEDs are not going to be as effective. So there's other techniques, like tricking them, like getting to different angles in the room, to moving, to flanking them, to using your equipment to bait them out. So the question I always have to people is, why do you hate camping? What legitimate reason do you have to hate camping? Because someone's using a strategy? You know, honestly, I'm running around this game. I'm not having the time of my life. To me, rushing isn't the greatest thing in the world. You know? So I just want to know, why do you hate campers? And look at that. That was me rushing. Of course, I got lucky. I got with some randoms on a decent team. We kind of blew these guys out, so the game went really fast. Look at this. This was a 6-minute game. It almost felt like team deathmatch. And everybody on the team contributed. Now, people think this is the only way to play. I don't agree. So leave your opinion, and don't leave anything derogatory. Put a legitimate opinion so we can discuss it. Campers, give your opinion. Rushers, give your opinion. All right, let's go.